Hi guys, and welcome to a little update on your Feed My Reads community. Once again, if you haven't previously seen, I am Fraser. I'm the person who is behind the Feed My Reads community. I'm bringing obviously the content over to yourselves so that we can have an amazing book-related community full of amazing content, and working on the base of our core principles, which is that we are a positive, supportive, non-judgmental community, and we are creating as many safe spaces for people as we can so that you are able to go and have that book related chat with people, like-minded people, and obviously enjoy your time on the social media, which can be tough sometimes with everything going on in the world, let's just say. So if I look down, apologies, I've got a little bit of notes to just make sure that I'm giving you the information in the correct manner. So we're obviously midway through March. For our Twitter community, we are now at over 4,000 community members, which is amazing. Huge thank you to all of you who are now part of this community. We want to continue to grow it, so if you do know people in the book community who aren't yet part of our family, tell them about us, get them over to us. Authors, we want to interview you, and we need those people to introduce the authors to us. Some of them may not know of us yet. The more people we get over, the more interviews we can create, which ultimately creates more visibility for us and brings you even more amazing new people to meet and interact with, which is amazing to do, and obviously what we'd love to keep doing as well. On top of our Twitter, we've obviously got our Facebook. That is now over 180 members, so continuing to grow, which is excellent. Instagram, over 320. Again, continuing to grow, and that's great to see. Our blogger, so our main Feed My Reads blog, tinytofeedmyreads.blogspot.com. That one is now, since it launched at the beginning of October, at over 42,000 views, which is fantastic and continuing to grow. Obviously, I know at the minute there's been less content going onto it this month. That is in part because we have less authors coming in and obviously wanting to do the interviews at the moment, because we're trying to attract the right authors. We're trying to get the people in, and that is something that obviously does take a lot of work and a lot of time. So that is continuing to obviously be worked on in the background. So when you do see that maybe there's not as many posts, please rest assured it's not that we're not doing anything. If it's quiet, it means there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and that's why it's quiet. Pinterest, so fairly new to our community, but we decided to create that space so that it could be more of a front page for the blogs. So instead of you going and having to try and figure out where everything is on blog posts, which can be confusing, Pinterest breaks it down. We have an author interview section, we have book review section, we have all different sections that relate to the content. You go in, you can then get all of the content from there. That at the minute is at over 11.5k monthly views. So again, we're continuing to have great success there. That's continuing to draw in people, push them onto our content, despite the fact there's not much new content going onto the blogs at the minute. And thanks to that, we're again, I believe, over 3,000 views for the month with Blogger so far, which at this time of the month I'm quite happy with, because that is pretty good for what we've been posting. We've not been posting as much on there. We normally average about, most months we've been kind of going about 8,000. That's what we've been seeing. Obviously we're more than halfway through the month and we're not at half, but the situation is more posts may come before the end of the month, and that'll obviously drive up numbers. But in the meantime, there is other work going on, as I say, so we're not too worried about this. Now, part of why I wanted to give you a little update. So, as I say, a lot of new content is coming. So we've got a Facebook group, which a lot of people are now part of. They're over 180, and that's brilliant. Now, I do appreciate that the Facebook group is somewhere where others can post, so it means that authors can post their stuff and all that kind of stuff. That's brilliant. That's why that's been set up. I also appreciate that some people may not like that style, so as part of this, what I have now done is I've gone ahead and I've set up a Facebook page as well. The Facebook page is purely content that we post from Feed My Reads. Okay, so it's not going to be all different people posting their thing. It's going to be very much a Feed My Reads posting like platform. So it's still community. We still want obviously input. We want you to be able to get the content from us. This is again more like our Pinterest. This is a space for you to kind of go on, see what we're doing, be able to link into that, and enjoy the content that we're creating for the Feed My Reads community. Okay, that's newly launched. That is on there at facebook.com/Feed My Reads. You can go on, you can like the page, and we are at the minute doing a lot of posts on that. And that's because of some of the other work we've got going on, which I'll now kind of talk a little bit about. So with regards to everything we've got going on, I say at the minute Blogger has not had as much content going. That's something that I kind of thought on, and I thought on it, and I was thinking to, when you put together information and content, it can be used in more than one space. So it's reusing data. So obviously you've got these data points. Do you want to use them once and then discard them, or do you want to try and continue to use them to continue to have some benefit to them? So as we've got all of these author interviews and other posts that are already there, I took the decision to start to create more spaces where that content can be shared. So as a result, we've got our Tumblr. We are sharing the links to things on Tumblr so that people can go on and hopefully connect from there. In terms of Tumblr is great, but you won't see the statistics as easily. You will only see when people have liked or commented and those kind of things, so it's very difficult to kind of monitor. Now, I realise some people don't like Blogger, and some people prefer WordPress, and vice versa. Completely understand that. So as a result of that, what I've now started to do is I've started to port the information that's on Blogger, and it's going across to WordPress. What this is meaning is that content that we've been creating from day one, all of these author interviews, the ones that are way back at the start, they are now going back out live on that platform, as well as staying live on our Blogger. The fact they're going live on our WordPress profile is meaning that it is drawing in new viewers from Facebook who have joined us midway through the journey. It's also meaning that people from all around the world are actually picking up our information via WordPress and other things that are linked to WordPress. As a result of that, we are over 500 views in 5 days. So with regards to that, it's continuing to grow and it's getting viewership, which is excellent to see. So while Blogger is looking like its numbers are down a little bit, that's actually not a problem, because WordPress is actually gaining viewers quickly, and we are gaining people who are obviously liking the blog, they're following the blog, and that means that rolling out this content, when the content is available, will have even more spaces, which means higher viewership. It means that we're going to have further reach, and it means ultimately that all of the people on Feed My Reads, the authors, the bloggers, whoever's taking part in what they're doing with us, it's going to have a much higher visibility, which is the ultimate aim. That's part of what we wanted to do. As well as that, there is also Medium. So not somebody that really used Medium myself. I wasn't sure what it would be best to do, if it would work for us or not. But again, it's one of those where the work to get it caught up will be hard. It will be a lot of work, and I'm not denying that at all. Our posts on Blog are over 1,000 posts. So I've got over 1,000 posts to move and copy onto WordPress. As well as that, that is all getting put onto Tumblr. It's now also getting put over to Medium. So it's a huge amount of work going on in the background at the minute, as I say. Medium is doing well. It started, it's getting viewers. The numbers are much lower than a standard kind of WordPress or a Blogger, which I completely appreciate. But again, we're getting people viewing the same information. It's work going in, but it's work that I'm putting in, rather than it being authors or book bloggers, whoever it is, having to resubmit work. You're not having to do new submissions, but what you created is now actually getting even more views. So what this means is, for people who have been with us from the outset, I'll take an example. I know that the first person on our blog, on Blogger, for an author interview listed is Rune Rivers. Now, with regards to that, Rune River's blog post, obviously way back at the beginning, so it's going to be that less people are maybe going to see that one because it's so far back in the lists. That one then goes live on WordPress, and it's then the newest thing. That means that is then picking up views. Same on Medium, same on Tumblr. So that piece of information that for some it's not kind of long on and dead, it's there, but it's not picking up as many views as you would hope. That's given you life, and that is continuing now to get more and more viewership, and it is continuing to allow us to grow things. This is the point of what we're going to do. We're going to keep working hard to create more and more spaces. The hope being that the content will eventually, when it comes in, be able to be simply created and shared. It's not going to be a case of copying and pasting it across to different places and platforms, and that's the work that I've got to do at the minute, and that's a huge volume of work. So apologies if I do seem quite quiet on our social media platforms, but this amount of work is huge. This is so many hours of work, I'm not going to lie to you. Even just copying and pasting, copying the article, pasting it in, having to then put it into a relevant category, then tagging every single one of them with every tag that we need to be on it, posting it, sharing it onto our platforms for our Facebook, obviously, page. That alone per author interview takes time. And then to add into that, going on and having to do the same kind of thing for Medium and Tumblr. And so it's a lot of work. It's huge volumes of work that are going into this. It's taking a lot of hours, and I'm trying to put the hours in for this. The aim is for it to obviously be up live and everything be caught up. I do hope that everybody checks out all of the different platforms. If you don't like Blogger, we've created this for you. We've created WordPress so that you can go on, you can subscribe to follow us, you can get updates from us, you can go on and check out every single article. If it's a case that you are pretty new to Feed My Read, or you didn't really take the time to read all of the earlier author interviews, they are amazing. Some of them are really great to see, and I know that some people love reading the author interviews and say, oh, I love going in and reading each one. Great, that's the point. We've got so many of them. We are in excess of 470 odd, I believe now. We're closing on 500. The situation is that the earlier ones are there, and they're still great author interviews. It's not changed. The same questions and everything have been used continually. So if you're liking what we're doing now, the author interviews we're posting now, check out the previous ones that are there already. They are there for a reason. The reason we don't take them down is because they are great content. Now, as I say, what can we continue to do? Well, personally, I'm looking for people that are wanting to read and review. If you are somebody that enjoys reading and you would like to be posting reviews, we have space on our blog for your reviews to be posted. And if it's the case that you're somebody that likes to read books and review them, we have authors that want you to be actually subscribing with us so that we can get you connecting. We have authors there that have got books that they want reviewed, and they are looking to get the connection to those readers. Maybe that's an advanced retail. It might be a case that it's a book that's been out for a long time. It might be that it's free books. There are numerous different things, but these are people waiting to get connected with you, the reader. In terms of it, let us know. Contact us. Say, look, I would love to do some reading and reviewing. Can I get involved? We'll then get you obviously listed, and then that will mean that we can get the connection between you and the authors, because authors are asking for these readers. As well as that, obviously, as I say, the thing that we would love is the numbers to keep increasing. If you love what we do and you want to see your community continue to grow, because it is your community, tell people. Tell them about all of the different platforms that we have. Say to them, look, you might not like Facebook. They're on Twitter. Okay, you don't use Twitter. They have Pinterest. They have Instagram. They have Tumblr, they have Blogger, they have WordPress. We have created so many spaces, and that is because we want to make sure that you have everything available to you so that you are able to kind of get the most out of Feed My Reads. Feed My Reads started as a small idea. Okay, it was started originally as a Twitter account. That was it. It evolved. It then became, we had a blog. We then have a blog that in the space of a few months is at over 40,000 views, over 42,000 views. That's an insane number, not something we're ever expecting. It's a huge amount of posts up on it, yes, but we never expected numbers like this. In terms of the situation, I'm delighted that we are having success. We are getting connected with bigger players in the marketplace as well, in terms of publishing firms and authors and things like that. But we want to have people that want to be here. We want to have people that don't just want to come in and do an author interview and then just walk away from the community. It's happened with a few, and it's very frustrating. It's frustrating because each author is supporting other authors. There are some on there who are part of our Feed My Muse community who can't do enough to support each other. Lucy McLaren is one of them. You've got Laura Austin. You've got Rebecca Grundom. You've got these kind of people, Nicola Lowe. You've got all of these people who interact with each other, and when they see posts, no matter who it's about, part of the Feed My Reads, they love what we're doing, and they're going, let's share this, let's get it seen, let's get that author some kind of visibility. And in return, really all you need to do is the same kind of idea. If you're all helping to spread the word, A, it's going to get those people interested in what you're doing. B, it's going to get visibility for each other. C, it gets visibility for us. And if we can get more visibility, we can draw more and more people in, which means more and more people are sharing it, and more people are going to then come and be part of it. And again, it keeps increasing your visibility with the work we're doing. So if it's the case that you are part of the community and you want to help to grow what we're doing and to get us the success, please tell people what we're doing. Say to them, look, you need to join this community. This is what they're doing. It's help. They'll do an author interview if you just contact them. You guys who have already done them, you know how easy it is to get involved and get the author interviews. It's not challenging at all. We make it simple as possible. We want book bloggers to contact us. Say to us, look, we're book bloggers, can we be involved? Yeah, of course you can. You enjoy reading, you want a review, contact us. There isn't a part that we are not doing in terms of putting things out there. Publishers, contact us. Anybody that's in the book community wants to contact us, contact us. In terms of it, will there be some that will not be kind of hosted? Yes. If it's the case that it's heavily political, it won't be. There's a simple reason behind that, because it's very much something that when you come to non-judgmental, when it becomes political or religion based, it's potential for argument and conflict, which we just don't want. I'm not saying that they're wrong. If you have blogs or your books and things, that's fine. But it's about respecting each other. I respect that you want to post that, that's fine. And I'm not judging you for it. But if I'm seeing that the posts are completely political, it's just you slating people about politics, you are continually criticising something, that's not something that we're really wanting to get involved with. So yes, there will be the occasion where we will have to take a decision that no, that's just not for us. Okay, that's the way the community runs. I'm not going to apologise for it, because the community has run beautifully so far, in my opinion. We've not had people arguing and having these issues with each other, and I think that the community is actually very supportive of each other overall. If I'm wrong, I apologise, because obviously I'm making decisions and trying to grow this community, which is your community, and I'm trying to do the best for you. If you don't agree with me, tell me. Message. What we're here for, I'm listening to you guys, but I do hope that you can see why I'm doing everything the way I'm doing it. You can see the logic of what we're doing. You can understand the level of work being involved in this. For those who've supported financially by giving on our coffee, huge appreciation to you. I really do appreciate that, because it is enabling us to try and continue to invest and develop and grow things, and there are new things that are getting looked at in the background that you might not be seeing just yet, but they are going on, and that's something that if you've been with us for a little while, you'll know how quickly things do develop. But yeah, in terms of it, hopefully everything can continue to grow. Please do, like I say, comment, let us know. Even on this video, tell me what you don't like, what you like, anything. That's what we're here for. This will go out obviously on video, it will go out on the podcast as well, so that we've got again the multiple different channels for it to be kind of aired. And again, if you think, well, I would prefer it this way or that way, tell me. That's the only way it's ever going to change and to improve for you guys. Okay. But yeah, other than that, just wanted to give you a little update, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you later. Many thanks. Bye.